What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the Bucs franchise, episode 19, and we are in week 2, coming off of that tough loss against the Broncos, and it was a tough week for Trey Lance. He finished with a 67.7 quarterback rating, 187 yards, 2 touchdowns and interception, but I think where the glaring hole was the accuracy situation that we were seeing. He had such a hard time completing a pass. And honestly, some of the biggest misses were the ones that probably were the biggest moments of the game. Late in the game, we had, I think, 3 or 4 different plays where we probably either put the Broncos out of their misery or moved down the field enough to try and secure the win at the end. But every single time, Lance just could not deliver. This video would have been out a day ago, but I've been doing a lot of testing, okay? The reason for that is I liked what I saw out of the sliders for the most part, but there was some areas that needed some work still. And so I went back to doing some testing. I ran about 5 or 6 test games against the Panthers. Of course, I didn't save any of them, so that way it doesn't hopefully affect the game in any way. But towards the end, I started seeing a really good balance. So today you're gonna see the sliders that I've been working on. And if this game goes well enough, this is a quality matchup as well with the Broncos, same as last week. It was sort of an even keel matchup where our defense matched up with their offense and vice versa. This week is sort of the same thing. So I'm hoping that we have another good game, and I'm hoping I see just a few more changes, particularly in the run game. I feel like the run game was way too OP, so I brought the run blocking down just a tad bit. I tweaked a couple of the penalty sliders to try and see if I can get a better balance for that. And well, I'll just show you what I'm working on right now. So here's what I did. I didn't touch accuracy yet. I haven't touched pass blocking. I feel like there's a decent balance between the pass rush and the blocking of the offensive line and pass pro. So I haven't wanted to touch that too much. Wide receiver catching, I've noticed where it sort of goes in chunks, right? There'll be a drive where receivers just can't drop a pass, and then there's drives where they can't. So I brought the catching down to 48. I brought the run blocking down from 40 to 38. And I also put the tackling up to 75. I believe I had this at 50. I could have already had it at 75. I apologize if I'm forgetting that. And down here, what I did to try and offset the changes, I brought offsides down to 40. I also brought down roughing the passer to 40. As I mentioned last video, that is to try and help the pass rush out a little bit, but to also go against the offensive line being able to block freely. I'm bringing the holding up to 50 to try and offset how well the offensive line can block in running situations. I want there to be a decent balance. So we're going to try 50 for the base on holding, and then everything else has stayed the same. Bryce Young has moved up to superstar throughout the offseason, so he should have himself a really good career trajectory, and this should make for a great rivalry for us in the future. And you can see here, last week he had a 91.2 rating, only 132 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. But last year, 26 touchdowns, 11 interceptions, over 4,000 yards passing. Miles Sanders is the leader in the running back room, Chuba Hubbard behind him, and Tyrion Davis-Price. If you guys remember seeing this in the offseason video, is they brought in Mike Williams at wide receiver. They also added Chase Claypool in the offseason as well. Jonathan Mingo is still here, Terrace Marshall Jr., and Shi Smith. So Mike Williams is going to be a problem. Him and Bryce Young, I'm assuming, are going to have a great connection, and we really don't have any super, tough, tall corners that should be able to match up well against him. So we're going to definitely have to be on our toes when it comes to defending Mike Williams today. Nothing changed at tight end. The line is all looking the same. Yep, all the same starters. On defense, Boogie Basham, Derek Brown at the other end. They drafted Gregory Owens, Andrew Billings in the middle, Brian Burns on the outside, Shaq Thompson and Anthony Walker Jr., but there is an injury to Shaq Thompson. He is going to be out for 28 weeks with a broken tibia. So now we can expect to see Anthony Walker and Deion Jones. Deion Jones was the guy last year. He was making a ton of plays for the Panthers when we played them. So they should still be in good hands at the middle linebacker position. And then they have DJ Johnson as their starter on the other side. Corners still look to be the same. J.C. Horn, Dante Jackson, Christian Fulton. Christian Fulton was in free agency, so that is a new addition. They also drafted Derek Williams. Okay, 6'1", 207. Let's see, is he a hidden dev? No, he's normal. Okay, well, that's unfortunate. Jeremy Chin still the starting free safety, and Von Bell at strong safety. We can also check in on the news around the league. So it looks like the first thing of importance here is halfback Trey Gilmore, who is a prospect this year, just deadlifted more than any player in NC State history. He's built like an action figure. Okay, that's a weird way to put it. Looks like the Dolphins had a big win over the Jets. The Falcons knocked off the Saints 42-0 last week. That is crazy. Let's see if there's anything else worth noting here. Does look like there is one other draft story. Does Yale have a diamond in the rough? Despite not having faced top-tier college talent, quarterback Brian Anderson has convinced scouts of his NFL-caliber skill set by dominating at every turn in his collegiate career. And then you can also see that some of the passing leaders here, Josh Allen leading the league with 409 yards, Justin Herbert behind him, and then Joe Burrow coming in third. And here is that Brian Anderson quarterback. So he has a day 3 projection. 6'3", 210 pounds, 22 years old, of course, out of Yale. I'm really curious to see what he will end up being. I mean, it's not very often that you see a late round quarterback have a story like that. So I wonder if he might be one of those like sleeper picks that'll have like a high development trait. Something to definitely keep an eye on. And then here is Trey Gilmore, the running back that was mentioned about being built like an action figure. He's 6'1", 221, 22 years old. And it looks like he is just your, run-of-the-mill power back. So, of course, as things progress in the season, we will keep track on more of these things. But right now, it's a little too early to really dive into the draft class since a lot of the completion stuff hasn't even gotten there. Not a lot of topics to cover before the game, since we're just sort of getting fresh into the season and a lot of things are still up in the air and questionable. So we're just going to get right to the game. Let's go and see what we can do against these Panthers. Here we go. Starting off on defense, Bryce Young coming on out to the field. And like I mentioned, Bryce Young having himself a great start to his career in this world. Obviously not the same in real life. Last week, 15 of 19 for 132 yards. Not a great start, but definitely not a bad start either. And let's see what we can do here. They're going to start with a play action to Sanders. Bryce Young immediately goes downfield to Hurst, and he finds him open for 19 yards. Very aggressive approach to open up the game. Let's see if that kind of look continues here. And now they're going to go handoff to Sanders, and Sanders loose in the secondary out to the 45 in our territory. Another pass here for Young. Pushed out of the pocket, and he's going to throw it away. And that's something else that I just thought of. Frankie Luvu, a former Panther. This is his first game against his former team after jumping ship to the other side of the division. 2nd and 10, another play action rollout for Young. He's going to dump it off to Ian Thomas, who will find himself for 6 yards. 3rd and 4 here. Delayed handoff. Sanders easily has it, and he's going to get brought down at the 33. So far, so good for Carolina's offense. Quick throw over the middle, and it is completed. I think it was Mike Williams. Yes, it was his first catch. It goes for 4 yards. And I mentioned the wide receiver catching, and I don't think nothing I do is going to stop him from making those tough catches. Young over the middle, and it's caught again. Mike Williams, 2 plays in a row, and he'll get him down inside the 10. And this is sort of what I was talking about. You'll have a drive like this where receivers cannot drop a pass, and it just doesn't seem like you can do anything to fix it. And Bryce Young taking it to the house for the touchdown. I immediately second-guessed his decision to follow the running back, but it paid off, and the Panthers are going to jump out to an early lead. And now it is our turn. Trey Lance coming out onto the field. As I mentioned in the beginning of this video, last week a very rough performance. Under 50% completions, 187 yards, just all around a very, very tough day for Trey Lance. And it looked promising because our defense played so well, but, oh, quick blitz, we pick it up. Oh, look at that, a beautiful throw outside to Wharton, and he got him for 9. So a good way to start for Lance. But yeah, it looked better on paper because our defense was shutting it down for the most part. 2nd and 1, handoff to White, and he will get the first down, and we're out to the 43. Both offenses coming out so far with a good opening game plan here. Let's see if we can match what the Panthers did. Handoff outside to White. He's got a clear running lane all the way down inside the 40. Finally dragged down at the 36. Quick snap for Lance. Throws it wide open receiver. And that one is also Taylor Wharton down to the 14. Godwin is back in the fold. But we saw last week, man, we had a few guys making some big plays for us. Hopefully that gave Lance a little bit of a confidence in these guys as he looks for Godwin over the middle, but just a little off target. Little untimely thing there, and Christian Fulton, the man on the coverage. 2nd and 10. First not positive play of the day for us. Little quick action, and look at that pass! Quez Watkins on the bubble screen. Lance noticed it immediately, and we'll get it for 10 yards, setting up a really, really nice look in here, 3rd and inches. We're gonna keep it spread out here, 4 receiver set. Lance, quick drop back, quick throw, and it is caught! It's Watkins finishing it off with the touchdown, and we will tie things up here. Both teams coming out with a great set of plays to get some points on the board. All right, well, we got ourselves a quick 3-and-out against Carolina. Now we're back on offense here. 4:15 to go in the first quarter. Big set in, handoff to White. He's open again to the 25. Last week, 14 for 94. And he probably would have had like 25 carries for something, but I had to take him out for a little bit because I don't want to overwork these guys too much. And, oh, man, I saw him trying to get it there, but it looked like Blake sort of misstepped or tripped of something when he was trying to make his break, and he just could not get out there. Can't put that one on Lance. Screen pass, and White's got a first down. Really using some up-tempo stuff on these opening drives right now, and I'm really liking it. Another drop back for Lance. Quick pass outside, it's batted down. He was looking for Wharton, but Robinson was all over it. 2nd and 10. All right, here we go. Samuel with the handoff. Samuel spins off of contact, and he'll find his way for 5. 3rd and 5 for us now. Lance underneath. He's got Blake, and this time they connect, and it'll be enough for the move the chains to the 45. James Blake, another one that last week really popped off for us, made some good plays. Him and Wharton really stepped up in Godwin's absence. Lance steps up, fires it, and oh my God, he had him again! I don't know, man. I feel like that one's sort of on both ends there. That pass may have been a little high, but I feel like if the receiver jumps for it, he could have potentially caught that. And Lance now going to take a check down on 2nd and long, and we'll get 3 to Rashad White. Deion Jones in to make the stop. 3rd and 7 now. Quick drop for Lance. Steps up in the pocket. He's going to run with it, and he gets the first down. Should have slid, yes, but with him not sliding, we're able to move the chains, and I think that's why he chose not to. I love it. Just don't fumble the ball, and I'm happy with it. 1st and 10. One more first down will be in some comfortable field goal range, as we'll throw it short for a quick 5 to Godwin. And that technically should be, yeah, it's his first catch of the season. Full house look in the backfield. And we're going to go to White, and oh my God. What a play up the middle, and it's Lopez. He got off his block super fast, and we're going to end up losing 2 yards on the play, and it's going to put us into another 3rd and 7. Lance drops back, looking short, and it's incomplete. Trying to connect with Blake, but Robinson, the strong safety, once again getting in there and breaking up the play. And that punt worked out beautifully, guys. We got a coffin corner punt, backed him up to the 2, but now can we make it count? Young back, looks over the middle, and it's immediately caught. We played a little bit too far off, but you have to be weary of the deep pass, you know, because you never know. They'll try and take a shot just to see if they can catch you slipping, and we'll give up 5. Quick pass underneath, this time to Mingo. and he will have it out to the 15. First down, Carolina. We'll flip sides of the field for the quarter break as we enter the second quarter of play here. Carolina, fresh set of downs. Young looking, finds Thomas, and he's pushed out just shy of the sticks. Gotta expect a Sanders run here. Oh, nice decision for play action, and they'll still get the first. That was a good play call. I anticipated run there. They decided to go play action, probably tried to look deep for a second, realized it wasn't there, still find your check down guy. And now they'll go to Sanders, and we read that one. And you know who, it's Devin White getting back there, bringing him down at the line. No gain. First time I think we stopped a good run play, to be honest. 2nd and 10. Young throws it again, another outlet pass to Sanders. He's got a blocker. Hurst does a beautiful job getting out there and putting the block on Rodgers. And it's going to spring Sanders for a big gain and another first down. Single back again. Sanders right up the middle. We crashed on the outside, and they just had a beautiful play called to counter that blitz. Nobody blitzed up the middle. Easy run for a first down. As now Carolina, same area that we were at when we stalled on our last drive. Blitz coming, and down he goes. It's Rodgers again. That's the second sack this season that Rodgers has been able to generate from that nickel blitz. 2nd and 18 now. Young looking deep, and it's incomplete. A little far outside. You have to wonder if maybe Mingo is able to, get his feet down and be a little bit more confident that he might have been able to make that play. But we'll take the incompletion. Empty set here on 3rd and 18. Quick spot over the middle, and we're going to give it up. Okay, God, we stopped him short. We really shouldn't have given up that many yards, but at least we get the stop. Oh, yeah, I should have saw this coming. They're going to go for it. 4th and 1. Sanders in the backfield. He's tired, and it doesn't matter. He's still going to get the first down. Carolina pulling out the 4th down immediately, and it's going to pay off. Yeah, that big play we gave up on 3rd down really put them into that mindset. You can't blame them. Quick blitz up the middle, does not get home, and he finds Chuba Hubbard on the angle route down to the 5. Panthers are moving. Bryce Young is being very decisive with his decisions, and it is paying off wonders. Another handoff for Sanders, and that goes nowhere. A loss of 2, and it's Isaiah Rodgers crashing in from his nickel corner spot. He has really been a good addition. I was upset that I had to change him out for Shelley, but it's paid off, I think. As Vita Vea now shuts it down, another loss of 2. They started 1st and goal from the 5, and now it is 3rd and goal from the 9. Can Bryce Young pull it off again? Hurst is in the slot. Watch for him. Oh, looking for the screen, and they cannot connect. And now we will force that field goal. All right, so we were not able to do anything after the Carolina Panthers were able to get that field goal. We had to punt it away after a 3 and out. And now they're going to start with a quick pass underneath to Mike Williams. And he's going to get a quick 4 yards. Play action again. Young over the middle. It's completed. Hayden Hurst again out to the 43. Looking at this, I feel like I don't know, man. I feel like I'm seeing some drops and stuff. Oh, what the hell was that? That was weird. But what I'm saying is I feel like I might have to still tweak the catching a little bit. It just still seems a little OP. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. Maybe it's sort of a good trade-off. Sometimes they drop them, sometimes they don't. You just have to sort of let it live the way it is. As Young looks, oh my God, we missed the tackle completely. And he's down to the 42. Carolina driving once again. That one was Terrace Marshall. Very unlike Devin White to miss a tackle. And another weird handoff. Sanders pushing forward for 3. But overall, I really think the sliders are starting to come together, guys. Let me know down below what you guys think of this gameplay right now. The only thing I'm not liking right now is the fact that all of these catches in traffic are being made without issue. And it's not that I mind a lot of them. It's just not every catch in traffic should be completed. You know what I mean? It shouldn't be like an 80% success rate. Like that, I understand. Oh, Sanders is hurt. Oh, no. He doesn't know it yet, though. Let's see. Did he figure it out? No, he never figured it out. We had to tell him. We need a big stop here by the defense, so Carolina looking to put us down by multiple scores. Young pushed out of the pocket, goes back left side to throw it away. Another throw. Young dodging traffic, and he's going to take off down inside the 10 to the 7-yard line. A great run for Bryce Young. Sets them up great. 1st and goal at the 7. Last time in this area, they had to settle for 3. You know they don't want to do that again. 1:07 to go in the first half. Young to the end zone, and he throws. What was the receiver doing? He ran out of the back of the end zone. He probably has a touchdown there if he stays in bounds. Crazy. All right, we're setting heat. They pick it up, and oh, it's picked! Carlton Davis gets the interception we needed. The blitz worked. It forced Young to throw it early to that side, and Carlton Davis was in perfect area to make the play on the pass. Awesome to see. He was looking for Mike Williams, and man, that was a big turn of events for us. Let's see if we can try and at least tie this game up going into half here. Lance over the middle, a quick one to James Blake, and he's going to get us out to the 28. First timeout used. Lance again underneath, short one completed, 1st down. We did not use our 2nd timeout there. All right. Lance looking for White underneath, and oh man, he at least gets out of bounds, but we lose a yard. Carolina seems to be playing deep pretty well right now. Oh, looks like we're going to get one single high safety look here. Let's see if we can find somebody open. Lance looks short again. We got to stop throwing it so short, dude. We need like plays downfield, man. 3rd and 5. We just had to burn our 2nd timeout. Play action. Lance going deep, and he's got him. It's Godwin on the sidelines down to the 29. 3 catches for 42 yards for Godwin. Most of them, of course, coming on that big play there. Lance is going to check it down, and White gets out of bounds. Really wish we wouldn't have ran out of bounds losing 2. But, okay. 2nd and 12. Play action. Lance pushed out of the pocket. He's going to take off, and he slides down at the 27, and I think we're just going to call our timeout and take the points. All right, so, of course, we're able to tie it up going into the half after the big interception by Carlton Davis, and now we get a chance to open the 2nd half with the ball. Let's see if we can make it count. Hand off. White gets a huge blocking lane outside, and he's off to the races all the way across midfield to the 48. That outside run to the right, man, has been so critical to our run game success this season, and even going back to last season. Another handoff to White, and 69's got to do a little bit better job of getting out there, dude. We're only able to get 2 on the run, but dang, could have been at least been 5 had we had a competent run blocker out there. Another handoff, and that run's got plenty of blocks down to the 30. Rashad White coming out of half with a vengeance, up close to 80 yards already on the ground. They held him in check for most of the 2nd quarter. Hopefully we can change that here. Lance takes the first drop back. He fires it deep, and it's almost intercepted. Oh, that was dangerous. That was dangerous. J.C. Horn was waiting for it. He was looking to take it all. Wharton tried to lay out for it. It's just not a good play to make there. Should not have thrown it. Play action on 2nd. Lance under pressure. He goes down. Brian Burns with the sack. Oh, man. You hate to see it. Come on, guys. Let's not stall out here. 3rd and 13. They send pressure. We pick it up. Lance, you got to do something with that, though. And he misfires. Dang. Carolina's defense steps up on that last series there. And we're going to have to take a long field goal now. 51-yard attempt. Can McClellan do it? It's up. And it is good. We'll take the lead for the first time, 13-10. And here is Carolina's first attempt of the 2nd half. Young, quick drop, quick throw, and a nice completion to Mike Williams. You know, now that Mike Williams is in the division, that sort of puts the pressure on me to try and find like a really big corner to match up against the guys like him. Young buys some time and throws it beautifully over the middle to Hayden Hurst. Play action. Young gonna go deep. Sanders Don't ask me why I said going deep. I meant going to the flats, and I said deep instead of flats like an idiot. So just don't mind that. You guys know I'm sort of stupid sometimes. 2nd and 8. Hand off to Sanders, and Frankie Louvu gets back there, brings him down for a loss of 2. And he'll push him back to the 47. Let's see here. Can we get off the field? Oh my God, look at that pressure. And it's Timmy Baker, the rookie. So after that big defensive stop, we come back out up by 3 from the 20. We're gonna go back to White, and he tries to get outside, but Deion Jones wraps him up at the ankles, brings him down, saved what could have been a big play for us. That's like I mentioned, man. Yes, Walker is out, or Thompson is out, sorry, but Walker and Jones are very good linebackers, and oh my God, what a play by Wharton. The way he adjusted on that route to make the catch, stay in bounds, and get some extra yardage was awesome. Wharton's going to be special, guys. I'm telling you right now. I love Taylor Wharton. I love that selection. I don't think I'm ever going to have an issue with the fact that I had to give up what I had to give up to move up there and get him as our receiver. This guy is going to be good, man. I'm telling you. Mark my words. Hand off to White. And he's going to get just a couple of yards. Another outside handoff. This time they do a pretty good job of cutting it off, and luckily for us, Rachaad White is very gifted and is able to just cut back inside, find a little bit of a crease, and get us a few yards. 3rd and 4. Lance under pressure. They said too many. Oh my God, that's a crappy way to end that drive. We're gonna have to punt it. Carolina now going to go to the ground game themselves. Hand off to Sanders. He gets a beautiful crease. Gain of 8. Good blocking up front. That's one of the first good run plays they've had in a couple of drives. They haven't really been able to get it going too much since the first quarter. Young taking a shot, and he finds Mike Williams. Man, he got in between our corner and our safety. Winfield tries to put a hit on him, but he is a big receiver. And he's able to hold it in and hold on, and quick incompletion on first brings us to 2nd and 10. Young got time. He's going to go to the flats. Sanders makes the catch, and it's Frankie Louvu. A big loss of 3 to bring him down. That is a beautiful play. Haven't really been able to pressure Bryce Young that often so far today, but overall, I'm happy with how we've performed so far. Oh man, they got a good screen going, and we do a great job of rallying back. Carlton Davis gets the stop, and now they're going to have to punt it. All right, they had a decent punt thanks to the short field they had to punt it to, so we're backed up to the 12. Handoff, White. He gets roped down immediately. Burns in on the stop. They'll go for 1 yard. Looks like they're starting to crack down on that right side after those 2 big runs. Lance looking deep over the middle, and he's got Wharton. Beautiful catch in traffic. Taylor Wharton, 5 catches, 75 yards today. He has been such an awesome addition to this offense. Another handoff to White, cuts back inside and fights his way to the 33. Our tackle, Josh Jones, is down. That is unfortunate. Another handoff to White. Oh, a beautiful juke move. Another one, and there he goes, a 3rd. Are you kidding me, Rachaad White? Down to the 29. What a run by White to get us into field goal range. My God, was that an incredible run. Rachaad White absolutely flipped the whole field for us on that one play. Lance, shot to Godwin. He's got him down to the 10. All right, guys, here we go. Let's get ourselves another touchdown here. Lance back, looking end zone. It's incomplete. That was a good play by Jeremy Chin. Good play. He had a chance for Godwin, but he gets his hands in there, breaks it up, 2nd down. Oh, it's a read option. And oh no, he fumbled it. No! Oh my God. Oh man, guys. That was the momentum turner right there. That was our opportunity to go up by 2 scores. If we want to keep this momentum, we need the defense to shut it down quickly. Hand off Sanders. Vita Vea brings him down after 2. Pitch play outside to Sanders. He's got a block. He cuts it back inside. He's got a first all the way to the 18 and gets them out of the shadow of their own goalpost. Hand off Sanders. Jukes it outside. He cannot get away from Derek Green, who shuts it down at the 20. I haven't decided to let Green start. I know he was a very low overall, but so is Logan Hall. I really just want to see if we can turn him into something. Young rolling out, and Green forces him to throw it away. Looking for the pass. Pushed out of the pocket, and he's got to throw it away again, and defense does what we needed it to do and gets the stop. Oh, there goes Benson. Benson is going to take it back all the way. Touchdown. Jeff Benson. I brought him in for this sole purpose, and he delivers a punt return for us. Oh my God. When was the last time a punt return touchdown happened? That is huge. That puts us up by 10 with 7:50 to go. Oh man, this crowd is absolutely silent right now. Hand off to Sanders. Nowhere to go. Devin White, he shut it down. Loss of 1. Sanders is super tired. They've been using him a lot today. Looking for the screen. This time they're able to connect. But it looked like Sanders was just a little too gassed. He couldn't get up moving very quickly. We're able to rally and bring him down after just a yard or two. 3rd and 7. Empty set here for Carolina. And Young throwing it deep. And what a play. Carlton Davis again breaking up a play. That one was intended for Chuba Hubbard on the swing route. Or the wheel route, I should say. And because of the situation, Carolina's already going to go for it. 4th and 7, Young back, and he goes down. Vita Vea with the sack, and that play right there could have actually ended this game. You cannot go for it in that situation. You still had 6 minutes left, and now you give us the ball in field goal range with 6 minutes left after all of the momentum has been given to us. First play goes for 2. 15 carries, 132 yards for Rachaad White. He has been so good for us, man. He's probably one of my favorite players on this team. Lance pushed outside, throws it over the middle to a wide open Quez Watkins down to the 19. Watkins has been playing so well that he has started to take snaps from Trey Palmer. And I hate saying that because I love Trey Palmer, but the electricity Watkins adds when he's in this game with his speed is just too hard to not have on the field. So in my formation subs, I have Watkins in quite a bit as White takes it for 4 yards. The one downside of the Cowboys books, they don't have a lot of 4 receiver sets. Oh man, I was scared there for a second. But they have a lot of like 3 receiver sets with a split back or a split tight end. But they don't have a lot of actual 4 receiver sets, and it sort of irritates me, but I mean, it is what it is. 3rd and 6, Lance, end zone, touchdown, it's Quez Watkins, 2nd touchdown of the day, and we are gonna take a 27-10 lead. And as we come down to the final play of this game, we're gonna be able to bounce back and get ourselves back to 500 with a win. I think this game went very well. And I think Trey Lance played phenomenal football today. There was like 1 or 2 passes where it was a little like, what are you doing, dude? But I think for the most part, it ended up being a very good game for us. And I'm very happy with it. So I really want you guys to let me know down below what you think of the sliders, what you think of the current set. And, you know, I do think that there is room for improvement, like, because with competitive mode, you just don't have many penalties. But I feel like, what is the giveaway? You know, do we keep the good gameplay and not have any penalties, or do we go back to worse gameplay and have a bunch of penalties? That's a tough call for me to make. So please let me know down below what you guys think of the current set. Is this okay? Are we okay with no penalties? All right, what a way to end this episode with a big win, 27-10. We get our first division game, which, depending on the Falcons game, we should go to first place, but it's going to, of course, depend on if the Falcons win this week or not. Let's go ahead and let's just sim to next week so we can see. All right, so the Falcons won last week, so now they're 2-0. So we are in second place. Week 3 is here. That'll be next episode. We'll get a chance to set the scouting, and we'll also get our first look really at the draft class in a little bit more detail. Yeah, man, good game, good bounce back. This is a big game too against the Ravens. Oh my gosh, that's gonna be a tough matchup. Let me know if you guys want to see this game, or if we want to go on to like the Eagles game or something like that. And also, again, let me know what you guys think of the slider set. Is this a good enough one for the update video? I think it might be. I think it's very close to being completely done. So thank you guys so much for watching. Please leave a like before you leave, hit that subscribe button, and turn on that bell notification, and I will see you guys next time.